Shalom. First and foremost, song of all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rukahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the one-third remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity, scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom, Lord willing. This video is edifying. It's going to be sent around that which is on the screen, which is a post by Raspy Raws 2 on Instagram. And, as you can see, United States has deployed 12 warships in the Middle East. The Iranian red flag of revenge, right? War is coming. Iran accuses Washington, Iran leaders orders attacks on Israel for Hanaya killing the guy pretty much who was assassinated in Tehran, right? Further provocations towards Iran and these different nations like Russia to ultimately lead us into that third world's woe. But this is more so what I want to touch on, which is this guy's theory or his opinion, right, of what judging off of the recent events, what he thinks was the plan. And he says was the plan to murk Trump, force Biden to step down, then murk Ismail and drag the U.S. and Iran to war. Looking at the sequence of events has me wondering. And that is to me, I think, that is not a bad theory, right? Or his his idea on what's been happening, and the reasons for it, because we know all of this thing, this is all staged, right? That does sound like a ploy, because when the assassination first was attempted, they came out saying, "Oh, was it Iran?" Right? So just imagine if that would have happened, they would have pushed the narrative of Iran. Biden would have stepped down. Kamala Harris is now the president, and then this happens over there in Iran, the assassination of that, the Hamas leader, right? The world would be in a whole nother different state right now, right? Those war drums will be beating, okay? And, a lot will be happening, but it didn't go according to Esau's plan, which is, because it's not going to go according to his plan, right? See, what Esau doesn't understand is that the Lord is in control. He's orchestrating everything. It's not on his timing, right? It's not even by his means. It's going to happen the way the Lord wants it to happen. And it's things in which is yet to take place, according to prophecy, that has to happen before this war springs out, okay, or breaks out, right? Which is, the implementation of, that mark, right? This is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See, and this is, part of it. Esau is really making moves, He's through the spirit. He's about ready. He feels as if he could achieve his goal of microchipping the world through, the fear of and fog of war and chaos, right? And insecurity. Okay, so he feel like he can make his move. And if you think about it, if let's say this guy's theory was true, and that was what was supposed to happen, right? we'd be in shit right now. We'd be in some shit. Okay, we'd be in some shit. It would be a lot of uncertainty. It'll be a lot of chaos happening, uproars of the people. Right, that would have pretty much set this shit off. Okay, which goes to show you how close we are. And Esau, he really does. He understands that he's working in a certain time window, right? Because for a minute he was hesitant on pulling that trigger, right? But now, it seems as if he's trying to make it happen, right? So, hey, commence these different events, right? And ultimately persecution, right? Because the scriptures speak on how persecution got to come first. But we see what he's doing. We see what Yahweh Shema Shah is doing to we can see the storyline to bring us into this third world's woe, right? We can kind of see it, the narratives, how he's trying to jump right into that, but really, you won't be able. You're gonna have to come with that microchip, man, for that war to break out, right? But Esau, he sees these videos, man. You niggas ignore it, but Esau knows what we're talking about. It's true, right? He knows we got the 411, we got the skinny on what he wants to do. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Shema Shah from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, which is in the east. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah shall lift up a standard against him. And he's coming in with that flood. And one thing about a flood, right? The water levels continue to rise. So he's coming with event after event to pretty much drown you out, right? To drown you. Okay. Eventually you're gonna get to the point you're gonna either tire out from trying to swim, find the water, or you're gonna drown, right? And that's the purpose. And now you look at it where it's a stock market crash, right? So these different things are compounding and adding and eventually something is going to break. Something's going to give, right? But Yahweh Shema Shah will be, our protection. Lord willing, we part of that number, man. That remnant to be saved, right? The elect. Then we're going to constantly be able to maneuver around in and out of these different unfortunate events that happen. Unfortunate to some, but to us, we this is what we want, right? We so desperately want this life to end, and not in the sense of, well, we want to off ourselves or die, but this way of living, right? This society, okay? The things in which we got to go through on a daily. We want this to happen. We want these things to come to pass, right? This is Joel 3:2. And I also will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and part in my land. And this is part of these gatherings, or that great gathering. On one end you got people being separated by what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, right? Some people support the Ukrainian cause, some nations support the Russian cause. And then you got over here what's happening in Gaza, right? Some people support the Israeli cause, some people support the Palestinian cause. And then now another dividing event, right? What's happening between Iran and Israel. Some support Israel, some support Iran, right? And these different divisions are causing you to pick a side, because ultimately this is all accumulating into a war, right? The greatest war ever seen on earth. All right. And will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land, because all these different nations had a part. And what happened to us? So the Lord is gathering them all, and he's going to bring them right back to our land, right? Where he's going to destroy the armies of these nations, man. Okay? For our sake, right? Because the Lord hath not forgotten about his chosen, man. Okay, but this is what is gathering. A scripture say, as we finna get, the Lord mustereth the host, man. So the Lord is giving these different nations these narratives, right? To ultimately lead to doing exactly what he wants them to do, man. Because Yahweh Shema Shai is in control of it all. This is Isaiah 13:4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people. Because, you know, these great mountains, right? These mountains and hills, which are these other nations, they're the ones who possess these technologies, this weaponry, right? They're the ones who are able to enact, they're the ones they're the ones capable of this type of destruction, right? Through the weapons that the Lord had put on the earth for them to get and use on each other, right? A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. Yahweh Bashima Shah of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. See? So the Lord is mustering his hosts, right? He's the one giving air for this fire to breathe on, right? To be fed with. He's feeding this fire. So no matter how much these nations don't want to participate or how much they think they should hold, the Lord is putting it in the spirit of these different nations to make these moves to ultimately lead to, the day of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, the day of the Lord, great judgment, right? They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh Shema Shah, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And what land is that? America, right? So the Lord is gathering these nations, giving them the narratives, right, that they need. And ultimately, he's going to give them the instruction to nuke America. He's going to put it in these nations' minds that, you know what, fuck America, man. This is all their fault. Right? They're the ones instigating all this shit. They're the ones responsible for a lot of it. Even America's own allies are going to turn, right? And with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shem V'Kakwadash Wa Abba Babal and DTA.